They asked me what I look like, so I gave them the dumbest answer that I could give them. I was incredibly uncomfortable. I wanted to get out of there. I did not want to talk to them because I knew they were going to ask me very invasive questions. They asked me the dumbest question. I was visibly shaken.
An incident has arisen where Ironmouse was left essentially shaken and uncomfortable, and this is currently going viral. In this video, I'm going to look at this exchange and show you that Ironmouse is pretty much a liar and what she is saying doesn't match reality. So what happened during this incident? On screen you can see the clip of the exchange, and I will play audio clips as necessary. It involves two streamers known as Rakai and Ray. Now some of you may know them, they're known as nuisance streamers. They're the sort of iShowSpeed, Kai Cenat types where they're super loud, they get into sort of like arguments and fights, and they can be quite disrespectful at times. But, you know, they do it for their chat and it creates good content. So what does this have to do with Ironmouse? Well, this exchange was so bad it left Ironmouse essentially shaken and extremely uncomfortable. So I'm going to break down the interaction step by step, and I'm going to give you some snippets from her live stream to add context to what's happening. Anyways, let's begin. So before we look at the interaction, I want to actually play a clip from Ironmouse where she talks about how she felt before the incident and what she thought would happen. And this is very important for the premise of the argument that I'm going to build.
You have no idea. You have no idea what I went through in that moment. So let me explain to you. And I'm here with Rob and we're walking, getting ready to go to our seats. And I get rushed by Rakai and Ray. I will tell you 100%, I was very uncomfortable to the point where I was shaking. Because I already knew that I was going to get asked something terrible. I knew that they were going to say something rude to me.
So before anything actually happened, we could see that Ironmouse was shaken, she was uncomfortable, she knew that they were going to ask dumb questions, they were going to be rude to her, they're going to, you know, treat her badly, right? So that's the premise she's building. So let's look at the interaction and see if reality is matching what Ironmouse is saying, because to me, it doesn't. So I'm going to play a bit of the streamer awards so we can see the actual interaction. I'm going to show you around half of the clip and then give my commentary and then play the final half.
Oh, is that that's Ironmouse. Oh, what's the word? Oh, what's the word?
Hey, Ironmouse.
How you doing? Post me. Oh, wait, where you at?
What?
Where you at?
I'm in my house.
Oh, okay.
Ironmouse, you are a legend. Yo!
Thank you.
What's up?
What's up?
Wait, quick question. Neymar, I don't feel me.
Yeah,
Neymar,
no questions out of you today.
At the beginning of the clip, we see Ray and Rakai essentially greet Ironmouse. Then, as you can see, Ray asks, where are you streaming from? Maybe he's interested because he sees a random TV there, so he's wondering, you know, how does the streaming work? Where's she streaming from? And she says, at home. Now, what is really strange is that Rakai goes, you're a legend, Ironmouse. So, Rakai pays Ironmouse a compliment. Ray then says, oh, can I ask you something? Before stopping himself, and even his friend in the back with the do-rag says, yeah, no questions from you today, Rakai. And that is the first half of the interaction. Now I'm going to replay what Ironmouse said.
I knew that they were going to say something rude to me.
Nowhere in that clip were they rude. They were extremely nice. Rakai even paid her a compliment by saying that she's a legend. So keep in mind, she said before anything even happened, she felt vulnerable, she felt uncomfortable. Yet this is how Ray and Rakai are acting. They're extremely nice, they're paying her compliments. And keep in mind, during all of this interaction, Ironmouse is apparently uncomfortable, she's shaking, she can't physically move, everything's going wrong for Ironmouse. Let's continue watching.
Yeah.
Ask me anything you want.
Okay, bet.
Yes, you heard that correctly. That just happened. So after Ray and Rakai stop themselves from asking Ironmouse any questions, Ironmouse, who's apparently uncomfortable, shaking, wants to run away as soon as possible, as she said in her initial clip. She goes, you can ask me anything you want. So guess what they do? They follow her invitation and they start asking her questions. And some of them are personal, and I understand some of you will say, well, you can't ask a VTuber personal questions. Does Rakai and Ray look like they're in the VTuber community? Do you think they know the rules of VTubers? Of course not.
Okay, I got a question.
How you look in real life?
Whoa. That is
I don't look in
everything?
real life.
Yeah.
Oh, ugly. That's why I'm a VTuber, duh.
You're right.
I got a question. Are you black or white?
I'm Latina. I'm Puerto Rican.
Whoa!
Caloque.
Is Peanut,
Yeah.
is Peanut technically a VTuber or not?
Am I technically a
No,
VTuber?
Peanut.
Oh, man, he's a fucking VTuber. What the fuck?
Oh, okay.
Okay. Alright, nice to meet you, Ironmouse.
That was the entire exchange. They asked a few questions. It lasted maybe 1 minute in total, and at the end they said, nice meeting you, and they left. One of the questions was about Peanut, 2 of them were about Ironmouse, 1 was about is she black or white, and everyone knows that she's Puerto Rican because it's literally on her Twitter profile. And the only question, which is, I guess, violating VTuber rules, is of course asking about what she looks like. And again, they probably don't know the rules of VTubers, and in fact when one of them, I believe Ray, asks that, you can see his friend goes, stop. Obviously Ray has no idea what's going on, but again, my point is, if Ironmouse is so, I guess, uncomfortable, and she doesn't want to speak to them, she's shaking, why tell them to ask her anything? That makes no logical sense. If you want to get out of there as soon as possible, you want to run away because you don't like these people, they're making you uncomfortable, you can say, hey guys, yeah man, I need to go to my seat. Simple. But she doesn't do that. Instead, what she does is she engages with them. And by the way, when they ask her personal questions, she actually plays it off really well. She's like, you know, I'm ugly, that's the reason why I'm a VTuber. And they start laughing. They're like, oh, it's all in good fun. Everyone's having a good time. And then they leave. They didn't do anything which could, I guess, make her uncomfortable. By the way, I'm not the only one that noticed this, because also XQC said the exact same thing as I was making this video.
At no point did I get to feel that there's something incredible happening. I feel like she's opening the dialogue up for more interaction. I think 3 times I saw a fork at which she could stop talking or just move on, whatever. But she's inviting new dialogue.
And so once again, Ironmouse knew she was going to be uncomfortable. She knew they were going to be rude. However, we watched the interaction. They were extremely kind to her. They were cordial. And despite that, after the interaction, Ironmouse went on stream and essentially talked about how bad that interaction was, and now it's going viral and people are hating Rakai and Ray for it, when in reality it's not their fault. They didn't do anything wrong, and I don't know why Ironmouse did this, but I know for many people, most people probably wouldn't have made it this far in the video, because after all, when you go at the queen, it doesn't really matter what happens, because most people are going to simp for Ironmouse even when she does things wrong. Anyways, thank you for watching.